ladies, it's Elisa Reyna. I wanted to quickly show you some of Younique's coverage options. We have a lot of different options to choose from, so I'm going to use different parts of my face to show you how they work and what they're for. Just as a warning, I do not edit my videos, so if there are any mistakes made, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. And so bear with me. First, I want to start with, and I've already done this, my face is washed. Then I started actually with our rose water spray. So this is great for toning the skin. You can see I have a lot of redness. So for me, whenever I wash my face, get out of the shower, I use this right away because my skin feels, it kind of burns in this area. And that's probably just a combination of my skin and the really, really hot water that I use, which I know is really bad, but I can't stop myself. So then I use our moisturizer. So I have to tell you, ladies, the number one mistake that I was making in my makeup application was that because I have oily skin, I would not moisturize because I thought my skin would look even more oily. But that's so wrong. What happens when you don't moisturize is that your skin overcompensates and produces extra oil. So if you have oily skin, make sure that you are moisturizing anyway. Okay, so now those two things are on. And then you always want to use a primer. So before you put any kind of makeup on your skin, you want to use primer. What I do is I just kind of use all three of those products right away. But what you're supposed to do is put your primer on and let it sit for 5 minutes. So I'm just giving you what you're supposed to do, but like I said, I never do that myself. And my makeup sets fine. Okay, so I'm gonna start with our mineral liquid foundation. So obviously this is a liquid form, but what I really love about this foundation is it sets in a powder finish. So this is really good for oily skin. And you want to make sure you give that a really good mix, empty out that dropper for a good 15 seconds. So I'm just going to use this on this side of my face here. And I'm using Younique's, which one is this? Liquid foundation brush. It has a groove, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has pretty much like a hole there that's made for the product, so you could drop it directly in there. I don't like to do that. I like to do it just right around because I feel like I lose product if I put it in there. So I'm gonna do 4 small drops. So you could see my redness is going away. Let's see. And you need just a tiny bit of product to get the coverage you want. What I love about this, aside from that it sets in that powder finish, it smells really good and it doesn't feel cakey. So if I wanted more coverage, I'm just bringing in my mirror so I can make sure I didn't miss anything. If I wanted more coverage here, I could easily add more product and it's not gonna look cakey. So I personally, I don't like that look. Most people don't, but there are a few that do. So, okay. So that's our liquid foundation. Then for dry skin, we have BB cream. BB cream is like a tinted moisturizer. So the coverage on the BB cream is not that great, but there are different things you can do, and I'm just going to use just a tiny bit on the same brush. There are different things you can do to get a better coverage out of it, and I know that seems kind of weird, like why would you buy a product that's not what you need, but the BB cream is one of my favorite products, and I have a lot of favorites. I should just confess to that right now. It's one of my favorite products because I love the finish that it leaves on the skin. It leaves a nice dewy finish. So where this one sets as a matte, this one's gonna leave your skin with a little bit more of a healthy glow. So what I do is actually mix the two of them, and that gives me the combination of the better coverage still with the dewy finish. But you're gonna see, like here I have some breakout. This product is not gonna cover breakout. So what you can do is either mix it with your foundation, add a couple drops of our concealer. Our concealer is amazing. So if you add just like a small drop, it'll make such a difference in the coverage, but you will still get this nice glowy look. Okay, so that's those two. Then we have, oops, our mineral pressed powder. So I use the color Taffeta in the liquid and in the powder, they're the same. And then for the BB cream, I use the color Bisque. So this powder is really good when you need like extra coverage. And I like to kind of just press it on. So this thing here, I have no idea what it is. It's like, I don't know. But that's really hard to cover. But with this powder, it just easily covers it up. And I'm just doing a small press and then kind of a press and roll. And it gives really good coverage. Let's see. We also have, and you can see, of course, the powder is matte. So this is going to be the dewy. The liquid foundation is matte. The powder is matte. Then we also have a loose powder foundation. Again, this is also a mineral product. And what I like about this is it has this net here, so you don't have to worry that it's gonna, like, all the product's gonna come out when you're trying to shake it out. You just get your brush and press it in. And I think I got too much, but I'm gonna just use some here on my forehead. And this one I like. It does give good coverage, but I like it that it's just really easy. So this is my preferred, like, if I'm in a rush and trying to get out the door quick. So just a nice quick coverage, but still a fairly decent amount of coverage that it provides. And of course that's going to be in matte. We also have this product in a cream. So a cream foundation compact, and that's going to be better for oily skin as well. I'm just going to use a little bit of this on my nose just because that's the only thing that did not get covered. Okay, so this coverage here with the BB cream alone is not like the level of coverage that I like. So I'm just going to show you how I mix my two foundation and BB cream. I'm going to just do two small drops there, which is probably too much for that area, but, and just a little bit more of the BB cream. And like I said, if you wanted, you can add a tiny bit of concealer into that, and that will really give you good coverage. So you can see just that little bit of foundation in there, it really makes a difference. And this is my favorite combination. This is what I do every day. Unless, like I said, I'm out the door quick, then I just go with that powder. But even this, I mean, it doesn't take long to do this. Okay, and hopefully the lighting is good enough that you can see the difference. And then last thing is our concealer. So under eye concealer, you can apply it before you put foundation on. You can apply it after you put foundation on. It doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of preference. So I just get a tiny amount, and you want to put it in kind of a V under your eyes. And then you want to just gently dab it down in that V. And then I bring it all the way across the cheekbone there. You don't want to swipe because you don't want that to end up sitting in the under eye creases. And if you don't have under eye creases, you are lucky and you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just gently dabbing. Same thing on the other eye. I should have done one just to show you the difference. So for under eye concealer, I recommend that you go 1 to 3 shades lighter than the color you use on your face. If you want to use concealer for covering blemishes, then you want to go the same color of your face. But if you want to use that for some highlighting, you see how this area of my face is brighter, then you're going to go lighter. And since I'm already very light, I only go one color lighter because I'm out of options. And then I just get my damp blending bud and just kind of press that in. You don't need to go all the way up because the product's naturally going to travel up as you're blending it. And that is it. So those are our options. If you ladies have any questions, if you're wondering what works best for your skin type or the coverage you need, please feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day, ladies.